So let's talk about the voice straw system and why this one works. Diameters and size matters. Why does it matter? The diameter of the straw has to be slightly smaller than the open phase of your vocal cords. So what does that mean? When we vibrate or when we're creating sound, the vocal cords vibrate, okay? We have this open phase. The diameter of the straw needs to be slightly smaller so that air that's coming back in sits back on top of it. We get those pressures the right way so that the vocal cords can come together in that squaring up for that even and symmetric slap. So in our system with the voice straw, we have 4 options. We have a big fat straw that we lovingly call Big Betty, okay? We have a long skinny one, which we call the Slim Shady. And then we have 2 straws that are the exact same size, diameter, and length. And this is so that we have options. Now again, the pressure is what we need to regulate. So when you're using it, we may feel like we're expelling a lot of air. We need to go smaller. If we start feeling a squeeze or strain, we need to go bigger. So know that. Breathiness or you feel like you're running out of air, we go smaller. And if you feel squeeze or strain, we need to add and go bigger. Well, what does it feel like? Well, it feels like a heaviness or a pillowing that's coming back down onto the vocal cords. So when we get that pressure the right way, you're gonna feel kind of this heaviness or this weight that comes back in on top of the vocal cords, and you may feel a slight expansion in your throat. I like to call it frog throat. When a frog rivets and their throat expands, you might feel a slight expansion. That's how you know we have the correct size. But in order to find that size, I usually will walk people through a guide. And let's do it with you right now so you can see how it works. So if you lovingly take Big Betty, we're gonna take her and I'm gonna have you lightly wrap your lips around it, okay? And we're gonna just blow out air. We have a steady stream and I'm gonna make sure I plug my nose so that air is not coming out of my nose. And now I'm gonna create a little bit of a hum. So I have a steady flow of air and I'm creating a pitch. Now I'm gonna act like I'm starting a cold car or I'm gonna start chugging it. So I'm gonna go on like a woo, woo, woo. And then I'm gonna go low to high. Woo, and just see what happens. But all that's gonna come through the straw. So, woo, woo, woo. Now what I'm trying to feel is, do I feel that pillowing? Do I feel that weight that's coming back down on the vocal cords? Right there, I didn't, okay? What did you feel? Did you feel that? This could be the correct size for you. If you didn't and you felt like you were running out of air or you're just humming those notes, we need to go smaller. So Big Betty isn't for you. So from here, we're gonna go to the 2 straws that are the exact same size. Okay, now the reason why this is important is because this diameter is slightly the same. This is smaller than what this diameter is. So by process of elimination, we're going smaller. So I have these 2 straws and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Now I can feel a little bit more resistance. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting there, but not there yet for my own voice. If you feel that pillowing that's coming down in there and that expansion, 2 straws are for you. If you feel squeeze where it's going in, where you're stopping it, we need to go back to Big Betty. If this is still too easy, I'm gonna take away one of these. So now I'm just going to 1, which is the standard size of a regular coffee straw. So here we go. I can start feeling that resistance a lot more. So I know I'm getting into this correct size now. But for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go into the long skinny one just to see what this does for me right here. Yep, this is my size. I can feel that pillowing coming in. I'm not squeezing, I'm not straining, and I can go to low to high. You might have even noticed that my pitch just now went up into more resonant space because I got the vocal cords to be in the right configuration.